One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Finds the tight end. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year, when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Morgan. Turning on the Jets. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Underwood.
Reese, never a doubt. Are you kidding me? He had a 2-yard cushion there. Like, he knew exactly where he was on the field, trying to throw the ball down the field, create some space, right, to make it easier for your play caller. Quarterback gets sacked, but thank goodness it wasn't a safety.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the big fella. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Fighting off the defender. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Sometimes the quarterback puts...
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time, they knock him down behind the line.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This quarterback part of their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys... whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Finds his man. It's McCulley. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Then how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time, they couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Going right and going deep. Touchdown, Wolverines. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to...
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you can tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. He rifles one deep to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it. Now it's just going to be a passing game.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Klein. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, 1st down.
On the option. Quick toss. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Got a man, it's Moore. Oh, a lot of space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? Makes the catch. It's Haynes. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try it over the left side. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up of 1 to the 35. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Underwood. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy.
First play of the drive comes from the 41. Gonna run it. It's Haynes.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. Still on his feet at the 45. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch.
Going for it all. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. behind the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Wolverines need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Signals for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
With the catch, it's Haynes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This offense looking at a third down after that last completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Haynes. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to do.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines are marching down the field. Quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. The screen, he can go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.